Hello there. So I was kind of planning on getting into the geocaching community. Um, the reasons for that were one, I wanted a outdoor hobby that I could do and that I can interact with. Yeah, it gives me a reason to go different places around where I live. Two, yeah, that'd be just fun. Something I can interact with, and a few other things. So I was probably planning on first setting up some small containers. So, you know, not really that big, just some pill bottles. Just throwing them around the place. And yeah, I was thinking, oh, this is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be pretty cool to actually go and do all this. And maybe at a later time, put a big old ammo can somewhere, something about that big. Those are pretty good. And yeah, and then I came to the problem with this is it's all done through some terrible paywalled application. I don't want that. Any hobby that I get involved with, why should I pay to use a service that I can use on any other thing? Like, for instance, my phone. There's GPS applications out there that do the exact same thing, first up. Second, I can then send the information to a Telegram channel or a Discord or whatever and pretty much do the exact same thing for free. I actually am considering setting up geocaching, but through Telegram, because I don't think it's worth it to have to be paywalled to do a hobby that I'm interested in. Yeah, there's no reason for it, honestly. There's obviously a lot of reasons people will try and say that, but genuinely, it's nothing that's going to really change my mind on that. Um, it just looks very scummy and very terrible, especially when anything probably larger than this will get paywalled. Yeah, no, thank you. So I am really just think that's pretty stupid. Um, I'm not interested in arguments about it, but I'm sure everyone that's willing to try and actually get into a hobby, they shouldn't have to be paywalled like that. I'm almost of the argument that you know I'm always surprised that people haven't just sent the information and coordinates to other people that when they find them. Um, yeah. Anyways, that was a hobby I was planning on doing. Kind of bummed, you know. Rating on this hobby is that fun factor looks pretty cool. It's a pretty cool hobby to get into. Um, you know, and then there's the paywall fact that most of the stuff is centralized through like one or two of these applications, which paywall everything. It's like that's very, very corporate. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that it's become like that. There definitely needs to be a lot more resilience against this sort of stuff. In other terms, decentralizing geocaching so that everyone has their own region and would put it up on to various socials without a geocaching app. Because these particular applications, I don't need to name them. They just paywall everything. It's pointless. Um, yeah, I pretty silly. Really is. Oh well. Um, I may consider doing something the equivalent of geocaching, but without the application, and just show the GPS coordinates of where to start looking. Say, first one's got like one of these sorts of things, and then it has a coordinates to another one, and then you go there and you'll find maybe a cool little cache of maybe $5 notes or a bunch of shiny rocks in a jar or something, coins. Um, Yeah. So, yeah, kind of a bit of a bummer, really, honestly. I am wanted to get something done, have something in New Zealand to do around where I live, which is Picton, which is quite a nice little town. It's close to the bush, so you could be able to set them up along walkways and all that. That'd be pretty cool. So that may be something I may do once I get myself a some form of transportation sorted out. Yeah. Oh well. This has been just a little video, kind of a bit of a PSA of what I thought, and kind of a bit of a letdown, unfortunately. See you around.